What is up, legends? We are back another week, another hype watch. So this is the holiday week hype watch. So I probably won't be able to actually talk to you guys before Christmas. So I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Hopefully everybody got all the gifts that they want to actually get. We're gonna get into the games. Not a lot of games this week. But I do want to talk about the stuff that we have, and let's just get right into it. So very first thing up right now is Project Tower is now out for you guys to mess around with on demo. I haven't mentioned this game before, but there's a whole lot of press coming out with this right now, and the official game is going to be launching on January 6th. This game feels like it's going to be like amazing. I don't know why he was trying to shoot himself right there. That's dark, but this game is going to be amazingly fun. If you guys have played any type of kind of third person type of shooters, great. Like I said, I've talked about this before, but I am deeply encouraging people to check this game out and check the demo out because it is a pretty cool game, and like hopefully you guys will. Right, if you played Returnal, you definitely get in it. It says similar to Remnant, but I guess that could be the case because Remnant kind of similar to that. But Returnal is kind of like this, so hop into it. Speaking of another RE game, Redundant. This is a robot top-down shooter type of game. This game feels like it's gonna be lit. It's probably gonna win those games again. Coming out in January the 10th. That you're probably gonna see on YouTube and on Twitch, and it's gonna do extremely well because it just looks like it's gonna, like, you could just tell. Normally you can look at games like this, got a lot of gameplay. It was kind of cool, nice top-down type of gameplay, and the characters kind of like whimsical and everything else like that. The gunplay looks like it's going to be fun. Destructible environments and things like that. It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. So stay tuned for this one. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of those bangers out there. Next up, Summoners War Rush. I'm not sure how this is going to roll. I guess everybody want to make an idle game. And maybe it'll be cool because Summoners War is still kicking. It's been like 11 years for Summoners War, maybe 9. I'm thinking 11. It may not be 11. It might be 10. Because then they just have an anniversary. It might be 10. Yeah. So literally it's like every franchise got to have an idle game for whatever reason. Will it work out? A lot of the franchises, they've got idle games. Seven Nights Idle is still around and kicking and making a lot of money, so I don't see why this one couldn't. Next up is Reatis, and this is on Bilibili right now. For you guys to actually just hop into and do your thing. Hopefully, if you can get into it. I'm not logged in right now. But there's a lot of games that like this coming. And I try to tell you guys that what I want to call Genshin clones, we ain't seen nothing yet. They all gonna start popping up. We had a few this year, and there's gonna be about 3 or 4 next year, and there's actually 5 the year after that. Yes, 5. Like your whole hand 5. Like it's just that many because the industry took note. I actually don't particularly hate that. And I know people are like, well, no, Genshin clone. I know Hoyo people is going to be like, oh my God, Genshin clone and everything else. I would prefer Genshin clones over idle clones. I just would. I'm sorry. We didn't need 3,000 idle games like we got the last 2 or 3 years. I'm okay with maybe 5 or 10 Genshin clones, so long as they're just all of quality. We can differently play games and have some fun in it. And like we had Tower Fantasy, we got obviously Wua, we got stuff coming that also is going to be pretty fun. I prefer that because those are games that they can't just throw out there. They can't throw away games like that. You can't get voice actors and pay voice actors. You can't get artists and stuff like that. Those are not cash grab games. Like, they're literally millions and millions of dollars to take that, so they're actually going to be trying. They're actually not trying to get out there and EOS in 1 month, and I prefer that. I That's just my opinion on that. So Lost Soul aside, it's finally coming out. You guys remember this game has been talked about for like maybe 7 years. And it was one person. Obviously, you gotta have the waifu coming through. She gotta give you the walk and everything like that. And she's even gonna join him in this trailer, which is actually pretty good. He reminds me of Soul Evelyn. Like he just feels like the MC from Soul Evelyn. So you got waifu running around with you now, and she fighting with him. Look, like that's lit. I don't think she's actually gonna be controllable, but that'd be lit if she could. Obviously, you obviously gotta have the whole, like, that's cool. I mean, that's cool. And see, finally, it's alive. Thank God. That's funny. That's funny. I see you, Mr. Degenerate. What a name. Next up, Scarlet Girls. This is gonna be a waifu based game. You can tell you got her leaning in, all curved up. You got curved up in the back. Everybody thick. Everybody is C cup or higher. No, none of that underneath. If you A cup, you ain't getting on the front page. Like, look at this. Like she and I bet all of this is gonna be chibi. See. I actually didn't see the screen, by the way. I just looking. I was like, they're overcompensating these girls. And when they do that, almost every single game when they do stuff like that, it's chibi. It's always gonna be like that, but might be lit. There's some games that have been chibi that have been good. Not a lot. Maybe 5% out of like all the games were kind of cool, but we'll see if it hangs around. If they actually, not be cash grab and see, I gotta explain that real quick. Cash grab is games that don't have a budget that you can throw out there, like that you can just throw out there, and that they don't have any type of, and see, budget counts as far as commercial type of things. Like I see people say like an idle game is a cash grab that got commercials like on freaking, like on cable and stuff like that. The commercial probably costs more than the whole damn game, so it ain't a cash grab. They ain't spend thousands, maybe even $100,000 for a commercial for it to be a cash grab. That's like with Tower of Fantasy. Tower of Fantasy had commercials. Tower of Fantasy was like on ads on websites. Like that, there's no way in hell that's a cash grab, because that's way too much money they're spending. That's how you know when something is or isn't liable, or like what is a better word? It's not liable. Either way, you can kind of tell what's a cash grab and what's not, industry wise. So I'm just like giving you the heads up, because we see a lot of people overuse that term. The same way pay to win is overused. When pay to win is literally and only pay to win. People always say, but while I think, and it's not about what you think. You don't make the definition. The definition is a definition. It's an absolute. And I always get on people about that. You're like, it's your opinion. It's not a definition. That's just your opinion of the definition. It's not the definition. The definition of pay to win for the industry is anything that somebody free to play cannot achieve without money is pay to win. That's it. Game story over. Like conversation over right there. Not what you think. Not what this over here. They can level faster, so that's not pay to win, because you can level too. You just can't do it as fast. That's not pay to win. Even if they level faster and they get the PvP and be stronger than you because they level faster, that's not pay to win. You just have to sit there and you have to level. It's free. That's not pay to win. You see a lot of people say stuff like that. And the same thing, like with this, if they have commercial value, if they are like, they gotta pay people and everything else like that's not pay to win. I mean, that's pay to win. That's not a cash grab, because a cash grab means that you spent as little money as possible, and you're trying to get $1 million and you spent $10. not spend $1 million just to get 100. I mean, just to get 1.5 million. That's not a cash grab. No, like you did all that just to get 500K. Like the companies will fire people for that. Just to let you guys know. Matter of fact, case in point, Spider-Man 2. What was it? It took maybe about 50 million to make that game, and it made 70 million. They fired half of that team. They fired half of that team. They expected way more money than that. Just to give you a heads up on that. So just be careful when you say certain things. Sword Art Online, Barrett Showdown, for whatever reason, is coming back. It's back. It relaunched out of nowhere. They ain't say nothing about this. Like, I'm Bandai sponsored, and obviously I be getting on Bandai, so they probably would tell me jack. But I'm still Bandai sponsored, and I didn't hear anything about this, and probably because they know I will come here and talk crap about this game. I was like, and you know, the hilarity of this is some of the stuff has backgrounds now, and it didn't before. Like, you see it, like that didn't have backgrounds before. Like, it was this blue ass, like they had a giant green screen in the background. I got on the dog. I gotta pause for a second. Bandai, you funny. Next up, I believe this is Wong Cha, and this is another Chinese-based game. You can actually play this on TapTap, by the way. And the game at the end that we're going to talk about, you can actually play on TapTap too. But you can actually play this on TapTap. I believe you can actually pre-register. I'm sorry, you pre-register on TapTap. If you go to this actual site, you probably will not be able to pre-register because you do not have an ID for all that. But on TapTap, you can actually do that. You see it's at almost 2.5 million on pre-registers because, again, hype. They got the whole Genshin feel, and they even got the Genshin colors. They didn't go more darker like Wuthering Waves did. Wuthering Waves has a different shade filter, which is actually designed to actually allow it to run faster and better with higher bit rate. Genshin, they don't give a F. Hoyo don't give a F. Hoyo like get good computers. Hoyo like get a good phone because they are bright, vibrant, a bunch of pixels on the screen, and this game is doing the exact same thing. So they're going for the same type of feel. So we'll see. Next up, speaking of like the clones out there, Rio Memento. So for those of you who could not play, including me, if you notice down here, right here on the bottom right next to the Google Play Store, it is on the Epic Games Store. I cannot get this to work on my phone, on my tablet, or any emulation. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this game, but I could not do that. However, Epic Games Store does work. So if you could not actually do that like me, I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. Just try it on Epic Games Store because I know a lot of people want to play the game. And the last but certainly not least is One Piece is finally out. And this is what I was talking about. This is the new One Piece game. Pretty good. It takes you through all the story. Very cinematic, as you guys can see right there. And this is in-game cutscene right here. That's what they're doing right now. Even though it looks like the anime, but that's like in-game cutscene. The interesting thing about this is that you can do this on TapTap. You can actually find this on TapTap and download it and play it. I don't suggest doing it right here because you will need a Chinese ID, and unless you have a Chinese work ID like I do, or you're a resident or know somebody who can get you an ID legally, you're probably not going to be able to play this game outside of TapTap. So there's that. That's all we have for this week. Again, thank you guys for the people who show up. You guys noticed that I have actually scaled back this month in content. Not that I'm going to quit, not that anything is actually going on. It's just that I'm just kind of like relaxing. That's all that's really happening right now. It's the holidays. I'm taking more time with family and friends and social life, and actually playing Path of Exile 2, and just just kind of like chilling and having fun. Like I've made enough money this year. I've done enough this year that I can actually, cut back a little bit this month and kind of relax and recharge myself so I don't burn out, because that's what happens to a lot of people. And I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been a content creator for over 20 years. I've been a YouTuber for 11 years, but I've been a content creator for 20 years. So it becomes a little bit daunting to keep having to do it all the time. Not that I don't like to do it and stuff like that. Sometimes we just need to like relax a bit and recharge and just do a little bit less. So it's technically, even though I'm still doing content, it's kind of like a vacation month. We just relax, and then January we're gonna be back pumping stuff out the way that we would normally. So you're probably gonna see 1 to 2 videos every day for the rest of the month. I understand, or like the way YouTube works. I'm like gutting my viewership for the most part until I start going back to being active the way that I was before. But it's fine. It's fine. Like sometimes some stuff needs to actually happen, and I hope you guys understand that and notice that I'm not skipping days and content and stuff like that. It's just that you probably are only gonna see until like January 2nd, like 1 or 2 videos a day. And I'm trying to make them good videos, like not not just showing up to be like I like waifus and stuff. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm showing up with quality content. So hopefully you appreciate and enjoy that, and have a happy holiday. That's for me and mine, and to you and yours. I hope all the gifts, and I hope you don't have a stressful holiday and it's a good one, and that you with loved ones, or even if you're by yourself, I hope it's interesting, and you can come hang out in the Discord if you're by yourself. Plenty of people are in there. We have a pretty laid back and cool Discord. There's no drama. Drama is not allowed. There's like nobody disrespecting anybody. Like we just kind of have fun. There's people who troll and stuff like that. Don't take it to the heart, because everybody in there like gets along and loves everybody in there. Like we just all gaming. That's all it's about. So yeah, catch you guys next video. Be legendary. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.